Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Everyday English Talk. Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm good too, just feeling a bit tired but excited to learn some new English today.
That's the spirit. So, today we're talking about vocabulary for daily conversation.
Oh, nice. I really need that. Sometimes I know grammar, but I don't know the right word to say.
Exactly. That's a common problem. Grammar is like the structure, but vocabulary is the muscle of the language.
That's a good way to put it. Ha ha ha.
Let's start with some simple words you can use every day. Tell me, what's the first thing you usually say when you meet someone?
Colon. I usually say hi or hello.
Perfect. Those are greetings. You can also say, hey, good morning, what's up, or how's it going, depending on the situation.
So, what's up means how are you, right?
Yes, but it's more casual. You don't say what's up to your teacher on the first day of class. Ha ha ha.
Got it. Only to friends.
Right. Let's practice. I'll greet you and you respond naturally.
Okay,
Hey, what's up?
not much. Just chilling. How about you?
Perfect. That's how real people talk. Now, after greetings, we usually use small talk vocabulary, like talking about the weather, work, or plans.
Yeah, like, it's so hot today, or I'm busy with work.
Exactly. You can also say, it's freezing, I'm swamped, I've been busy lately, or just relaxing. These make your English sound more natural.
I've heard I'm swamped. What does that mean exactly?
It means, I'm very busy, like you have so many tasks that you feel covered in work, like you're under a swamp.
Oh, that's funny, but useful. So next time, instead of saying I'm busy, I'll say I'm swamped.
Nice. That's how you level up your English vocabulary. Now let's move to some polite expressions you can use every day.
Colon like please and thank you.
Exactly. But there are more natural versions, too. For example, instead of, please help me, you can say, could you give me a hand?
Oh, that sounds friendly.
Yes. And instead of, thank you very much, try, I really appreciate it. It sounds warmer and more natural in daily life.
I really appreciate it. Ha ha ha.
You're welcome. See? You're using it already.
What about when I don't understand something? Sometimes I just say what, but it sounds rude.
Good point. Instead of what, say sorry, or could you repeat that please, or I didn't catch that. These are polite ways to ask again.
I didn't catch that. I like that phrase. It sounds natural.
Exactly. Here's another. When someone says something surprising, instead of really, you can say no way, you're kidding, or are you serious?
Ha 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 ha. I always hear that in movies. No way sounds fun.
It does. And that's how native speakers make conversations sound lively. So try mixing simple vocabulary with these casual phrases.
Okay, can you give me a few more casual words for daily talk?
Sure. Let's go through a few categories. For example, when you're tired, you can say, I'm exhausted, or I'm worn out. When you're happy, say, I'm thrilled, or I'm in a good mood.
Oh, wow. So instead of always saying I'm tired or I'm happy, I can use these alternatives.
Exactly. Variety makes your English sound more advanced. Don't use the same word all the time.
Yeah, I guess I say good too much, ha ha ha.
Everyone does. Try saying that's awesome, that's amazing, or that's cool. These are common in casual talk.
Okay, awesome, ha ha ha.
Perfect. Another category is giving opinions. Instead of always saying I think, try in my opinion, from my point of view, or I guess.
So I could say, I guess it's going to rain, instead of I think it will rain.
Yes. That's how native speakers sound. Natural and flexible. You can also say, it seems like, or it looks like.
This is really helpful. I already feel my English getting smoother.
That's the goal. Daily vocabulary isn't about big words. It's about using simple words naturally.
True. Sometimes I think using fancy words will make me sound smart, but it just makes me sound strange.
Exactly. Native speakers use simple words but in the right way. That's what makes them fluent.
So true. I'll focus on that. So, Jake, we've already covered greetings, small talk, and polite expressions. Now let's go deeper into daily actions vocabulary.
Daily actions like what I do every day.
Exactly. Let's start with simple verbs that are common in daily life. For example, wake up, get up, brush, eat, go, come, work, study, relax.
Sometimes I confuse wake up and get up. Are they different?
Good question. Wake up means you open your eyes and get up means you leave your bed. So first you wake up, then you get up.
Ah, okay. So I wake up at 7, but get up at 7:30. Ha ha ha.
Exactly. You're improving already. Now when you talk about eating, you can use more natural words too. Instead of eat breakfast, you can say grab breakfast or have breakfast. It sounds more casual.
Grab breakfast. Sounds cool. Can I say I grab dinner too?
Yes, but only when it's quick or casual. For example, let's grab dinner tonight. It means let's eat together in a relaxed way.
Nice. I'll use that. What about vocabulary for going places?
Great point. Instead of always saying go, try using head to, drop by, stop at, or come over. For example, I'm heading to work, or I'll drop by your place later.
Oh, so head to means go to.
Exactly. And drop by means visit for a short time. Like I dropped by my friend's house yesterday.
Got it. I love these small differences. They make the language sound so natural.
That's the secret. Real English is full of little phrases like that. Now let's talk about emotions. Vocabulary for how you feel.
Okay, I always say I'm happy or I'm sad. I think I need more options.
Exactly. Instead of I'm happy, you can say I'm cheerful, I'm delighted, or I'm in a great mood. Instead of I'm sad, you can say I'm down, I'm upset, or I'm feeling blue.
Feeling blue? That's an idiom, right?
Yes, it means you're feeling sad. English has many emotional idioms like that. For example, on cloud nine means extremely happy.
Oh, so if I win a prize, I can say I'm on cloud 9.
Exactly. That's how native speakers express emotion more vividly.
That's cool. What about when I'm angry? Ha ha ha.
Good question. You can say I'm annoyed, I'm irritated, I'm mad, or I'm furious, depending on how strong the feeling is.
So furious is like super angry.
Yes, exactly. The stronger the word, the more intense the emotion. You can say I'm a bit annoyed or I'm absolutely furious.
I see. That makes my speech more expressive.
Right. Now let's look at vocabulary for daily conversations at home. For example, tidy up means clean up. Do the laundry means wash clothes. Do the dishes means wash plates.
I always used to say wash clothes, but do the laundry sounds more natural.
Yes, because that's what native speakers say. And for relaxing, you can say chill out, take it easy, or hang out.
Hang out means spend time with friends, right?
Exactly. For example, let's hang out this weekend. It's casual and friendly.
These are great. My vocabulary is growing fast, ha ha ha.
I can tell. But remember, don't just memorize words, use them in context. For example, instead of I'm tired, say I'm exhausted after cleaning the house.
So the sentence feels more real.
Exactly. You connect new vocabulary with your daily life. That's how words stick in your memory.
Makes sense. Can we do some quick-fire practice?
Sure, let's do it. I'll say a simple word and you give me a better alternative. Ready?
Ready?
Tired.
Exhausted.
Good.
Awesome.
Happy.
Thrilled.
Busy.
Swamped.
Perfect. See how you're replacing basic words with natural ones.
Yeah, this is fun.
That's how you train your brain to think in English. You don't translate, you react with the right word instantly.
That's what I want. To speak naturally without overthinking.
And that's where vocabulary practice comes in. It's not about learning difficult words, but learning useful ones you can use daily.
That's a great reminder.
Let's wrap up this part with a short review. Today, you learned vocabulary for greetings, emotions, actions, and daily life phrases.
Right. And I learned new expressions like I'm swamped, I'm on cloud nine, and drop by.
Perfect summary. Next part, we'll talk about conversation vocabulary for shopping, travel, and food situations.
That sounds interesting. I'm ready.
So, Jake, let's move on to some vocabulary you can use when you go shopping or eat out.
Oh yeah, that's something I always struggle with. I never know the right words at shops or restaurants.
You're not alone. Let's start with shopping. When you enter a store, the staff might say, "Can I help you?" or "Are you looking for something special?"
I usually just say, I'm just looking, but sometimes it feels awkward.
That's fine. But you can sound more natural by saying, "I'm just browsing, thanks." Browsing means looking around without buying yet.
Okay, I'm just browsing. Got it.
Colon. When you want to buy something, you can say, "I'll take this," or "Could I try this on?" if it's clothing.
So not, I want this.
Exactly. "I want this" is direct, but sounds a bit rude in shops. "I'll take this," or "Can I have this, please?" is more polite.
Makes sense. And how do I ask for a different size or color?
You can say, "Do you have this in a medium?" or "Do you have this in blue?" Short, simple, and polite.
Okay, I'll remember that. What about discounts? Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Everyone loves discounts. You can ask, "Is this on sale?" or "Do you have any special offers today?"
Nice. And at the counter, what's the best way to talk to the cashier?
Colon. When you pay, you can say, "Can I pay by card?" or "Do you accept cash?" And when they hand you the product, say, "Thank you so much," or "Have a great day."
That's easy enough. And keep the change, I always hear that in movies.
Yes, that's when you give extra money and don't want it back, usually when you tip someone.
Okay, cool. Now what about restaurant vocabulary?
Great question. When you enter a restaurant, the waiter might ask, "Table for two," or "How many people?" You can say, "Yes, table for two, please."
That's simple. And when I order?
You can say, "I'd like the grilled chicken," or "Could I get a coffee, please?" Using "I'd like" or "Could I get" sounds polite and natural.
Oh, I always said, give me coffee. Now I see why that sounds rude, ha ha ha.
Exactly. "Give me" is too direct. Politeness matters in English conversation.
Noted. What about asking for recommendations?
You can say, "What do you recommend?" or "What's popular here?" That sounds friendly and interested.
I like that. And how do I ask for the bill?
You can say, "Could I get the bill, please?" or "Check, please." Both are fine. Bill is British. Check is American.
Got it. And if I didn't like something?
You can politely say, "Excuse me, this isn't what I ordered," or "Could you please check this again?" Always stay calm and polite.
That's useful. I think in my language I'd sound angry, but in English it's all about tone.
Exactly. Tone and word choice matter more than big vocabulary.
So true. What about when I'm traveling? Like at the airport or hotel?
Good one. At the airport, you can say, "Where's the check-in counter?" "What's the gate number?" or "How long is the flight?"
Okay. And at a hotel?
You can say, "I have a reservation. Can I check in?" or "Is breakfast included?" And if you want something fixed, say, "Could you send someone to repair it, please?"
Wow, these are all phrases I actually need when I travel.
Exactly. These are the kinds of daily vocabulary words that make life easier.
It's funny. I used to memorize big lists of random words, but these are way more useful.
Right. Vocabulary should be functional, not just fancy. Words you can actually use in conversation.
Yeah, like practical English.
Exactly. And here's a quick trick. Listen to native speakers in movies or YouTube videos and write down short, useful phrases. Don't focus on every word, just the ones they repeat often.
That's smart. I notice they say, you know, kind of, sort of, a lot.
Yes, those are filler phrases. They make speech sound more natural. You can use them too, but not too much.
Ha ha, okay, I'll control myself.
Good plan. Let's do a mini recap. We covered vocabulary for shopping, eating out, and traveling.
Right. I learned phrases like, I'm just browsing, could I get the bill, and I'd like the grilled chicken.
Perfect. That's how you sound polite and confident in English.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha, you're welcome, Jake. Before we finish, let's quickly recap what we covered today.
Sure, we talked about greetings, small talk, daily actions, emotions, shopping, food, travel.
Exactly. You've learned tons of vocabulary you can use every single day.
Yeah, and not just big words, but real ones that make my English sound natural.
That's the key. Use simple words correctly and confidently. That's what fluent speakers do.
Right. I'll start practicing these phrases in my daily conversations.
Perfect plan. And to everyone listening, keep repeating, keep using, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you grow.
Yeah, guys, don't just memorize, use the words.
Well said, Jake. And that's all for today's episode of Everyday English Talk.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
See you next time for another fun and useful English conversation.
Take care and keep speaking English every day.